Let's go to the NYMEX now to talk with Eric Zuccarelli. Eric, good to see you. Happy Friday. It is not a great month, though, for commodities if you are long. Commodities on track for their biggest monthly drop since 2011. Do you think we see more of the same next month?
Yes, certainly we've seen a little bit of a rebound pop here on the last day of the month. But for the moment, the trend continues to be lower for commodities across the spectrum, whether it's energy products, gold, or even base metals like copper.
So in terms of gold, which is trading at or near 5-year lows, has a floor been set anywhere near the current price levels?
Only because there was a capitulation spike technical moment a week or so ago down at the 1070 area did we form a technical bottom and bounced up to about 1100. However, that technical level really doesn't mean anything in the larger scheme of things, and I certainly think at some point we'll be heading lower and certainly test 1,000 perhaps by the end of the year.
And what's driving gold lower at this point? Same story that we've seen before?
Basically, the strength of the dollar, the moment that Yellen about 2 or 3 weeks ago said that they expect to raise rates, or we are on pace to raise rates in September, and plus a lot of the world economic craziness, whether it's in Greece or China, has come to fruition and at least eased up. So a lot of those things that had been on the back burner and caused a little bit of a bullishness or to pause or just in case buy gold as a hedge against these risk assets has come to roost, and no reason really to own gold right now.
And Eric, what do you make of oil? You know, we had a surprise drawdown this week, but it's not been enough really to give oil a sustained lift. It just seems like, you know, we get a little bounce here and there.
Well, you know, they were talking about rigs decreasing for the second quarter, and that did put the wind in the sails, actually. But once they saw that even though rigs had decreased, we were still completely awash in crude oil, and production figures still did not come down. When you have Iraq and Saudi Arabia producing at the record high levels and combine that with United States, the glut continues. So in excess of 1 million or 1.5 million or even 2 million barrels a day, with the prospect of Iranian oil coming on, still does not bode well for the supply-demand situation for the crude oil.
Eric, where do you think the bottom is for oil, or what's the next level to watch on the downside?
Certainly the numbers that we saw in either in December or January, those lows at 42 or 43, we should take at least a test there just due to the technical movements of having bounced up to 60. We should revisit the lows. If we do get to hold that 40 area, I'd be surprised. I would not be surprised to see at some point crude oil with a 30 number in front of it.
Wow. Eric Zuccarelli, trader at the NYMEX. Thanks so much.
Thank you. A little bearish.
I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.